behavior. Good evening, guys. Good, good evening. Don't you start as well, Jan. Good evening, guys, and welcome to Crossroads. Hey, I tell you what a beautiful day here in the southwest today. Yes, I was going to go down the beach with my snorkel and my backpack on, but I thought, well, no, I'll stay at home. So I thought, no. So anyway, I am so sorry about that. Anyway, we got Jan here tonight, and Jan Mayfield. Hey, hello, Jan.
Hello.
And tell us about yourself.
I haven't changed much since last month. I'm a very happy person, happy-go-lucky, likes to live my life to the best that I can. And my work is as a psychic medium, but also with personal development, helping people with mental health, depression, and things like that also.
Okay, because there's some people said, I've got some people on my radio at the moment say, I haven't seen her before. So there you go, getting loads of it. So that's why I asked about what you do.
Okay.
So you're a psychic medium and stuff. Now, I'm going to kind of like, what kind of, so, some people know what I think about mediums, but I won't tell you on here what I think about them. But what I can say to you is this, that at the end of the day, we all, we all got our kind of, we all got our interests, we all got our hobbies, and if you take it up for a living, that's good. So you're a medium, and you help people through that. What's the rewards when you do it? When you kind of like, especially when you got messages for people as well.
The reward is that it helps people very often to come to terms with the passing of their loved ones. Sometimes, when you hit on something that you couldn't possibly know or something that they've been thinking about that day, it helps them and comforts them to believe that there is a little bit more, or that their loved one might have been talking to me. It also helps them people often say they feel lighter when they've been talking to me or when I've been talking to them. And that's usually just because they've been allowed to speak about things to me that they can't speak about with other people, because I think that I understand what they're going through my personal experiences and what the universe, I'll say, tells me. So I help people to feel lighter and to come to terms with passings that they've had in their life, but also to help them. It's not just about the people that have passed over. It's receiving intuitive help to help you on your path moving forward, especially if you've had traumatic events in the past. So I can help you to know and understand how to let go of those so that you can move forward more freely.
Okay. Now let's work on the skeptics here, right? I've got a lot of skeptics here on the moment, right? You know what's coming, don't you?
Why can't I see you, Steve?
Because we want to see your beautiful face. Okay.
So I'm not being tested. I'm telling you that now.
No, we're not testing you. Okay. We are not testing you. So you are it's a plain interview. You are not being tested. But many people, Jan, will say that being a medium, oh well, I don't believe in all that lot. And what do you say to those people?
Well, I'll say, let's say I'm doing an event and somebody comes as a skeptic. I know who they are straight away, more often than not. And it's usually because of their body language. They sit like this and give me dirty looks. But I would say to them, why are you here? Oh, well, I'm a bit curious and I want to find this and I want to find that. And I would ask them to just to open their mind so that I can get a message to them if I need to. But I would say to them, if they've got a mind that closed that they are skeptical, then it's not for them. It's not for everybody.
Well,
And
if they're skeptical, Jav, why are they there?
yeah, well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know,
So,
go on.
So when you kind of like, do you see 1-to-1 or do you kind of like do it in a group?
I do all sorts, Steve. I'll do it like in a Zoom session. I'll do it 1-to-1 on the phone. I'll do it 1-to-1 like this. And I do it 1-to-1 in my house, or I do it little events. You know, I go to rooms and people will come into the rooms and I'll do it that way.
Good, great, wonderful, really, really good. You thought I was going to test you, didn't you? Hey, but I'm not going to test you. I'm not going to do that. At the end of the day, you know, everybody's to their own. I don't judge anybody. You know, if you want, you know, it's everybody to their own. Just got a couple of questions here as well. You know, so I'll pick it up when I'm doing the interview. Janice wants to know. Hi Steve, I don't know why you're skeptical because I believe in mediumship. Here we go. I believe in mediumship for a while, and everything that's been said to me at the meetings has always been true. Why are you such a skeptic? Um, go on my website. Go on my website, and you will see why I'm a skeptic. But I don't knock anybody. You know, if anybody wants to do it, then you know I've got a faith. I've got a Christian faith, and I suppose my Christian faith goes against what I believe in. You know, but I don't knock anybody. I don't knock Jan. I won't do that. I will never ever do that. I'd rather kind of like support her, and which I will do in the so there you go. What else is going to say? John wants to know. Hi, Steve. You're saying about being a skeptic about mediumship, but what Jesus a medium because at the end of the day he told the future of what's going to happen. Yes, okay, yeah, okay, got it. Again, go on my website and all the answers are on there. Yeah, okay. So they're not having a go at you, John. They're having a go at me.
They're having a go at you. Can I just give you a little bit of background? So, when my children were about 6 and 7, their father passed away, and I knew then that I'd got to, you know, get on with my life and retrain because I'd stayed at home with them, looking after them, which I wanted to do. So I retrained became a teacher in adult education, teaching computing. And it wasn't until a car accident that made me come out of that work because I wasn't mentally capable of doing that then. But I've rebuilt myself since. And I gradually just naturally got into this sort of work. Although I could do it beforehand, it wasn't a full-time job then. So I have got that kind of teaching element background to me, that I use that teaching element. I'm not just a medium that I don't go to spiritualist churches. They asked me once and I never go back because I'm not the same as the spiritualist church mediums. I don't do it the same. I don't know how or why. Most of my messages or readings always come out to be something for the person that I'm reading for in a way to help them in their life, not just to say your grandfather's standing there in a grey suit with his trilby on and his moustache when he's had a cup of coffee and it's dripping down his moustache. You know, I don't just do that.
Right, okay.
You know, so I just wanted to make that clear so you don't just think I'm a medium because that's not what I am.
No, okay, brilliant. Thanks, Jan, for that. So when you kind of because you just don't, you're a speaker too as well, aren't you? You talk about different other things as well. Tell everybody what you talk about.
Well, I talk about lots of things. I talk about different things that have happened in my life to help other people. Usually it's to help people that are wavering in their life, that have got a few problems, that don't know how to get through it. I do talk about the mediumship and the psychic. I talk a lot about something called womb to seven. So I believe that we receive everything that we're going to receive between womb and seven, and then we need to release from that time as we get older. I talk about, I'm quite motivational. I can do motivational chats for people and things. So it's all on the same sort of ilk, Steve.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Good. And so when people come to you, Jan, and what's the procedure then? Say some people came to you and they said, Jan, I want some help. What can you offer me? What can you offer them?
Okay, so they would come to me, like you say, or I'd just be speaking on the phone to them, and then intuitively, I'll say it that way, or psychically, whichever word you want to use, I would get words coming to me. I could hear sentences, or I can see pictures in my mind of things that I need to describe to them, and that will tell me how I can help them, or how they can help themselves. So people say to me that I don't make them do something. I give them the tools to enable them to do it for themselves.
Yes, yes, yeah. And I do understand what you're doing, and that's fine with me, and
Yeah.
it's okay, really good. Um, when you're doing your motivational talks and everything, do you kind of like, how do you encourage somebody who's really, really low depressed? Because there's been a lot of people been depressed because of the COVID, say,
Yeah.
so how do you get people to kind of like stand up and be motivated again?
Well, first of all, they've got to sit up and be motivated. So let's say it's somebody with major depression that's maybe always on the couch every day watching television under the duvet, keeps the curtain shut. I would say that it's okay to just open the curtain a tiny, tiny bit one day, and then the next day to open it a tiny bit more, and then a tiny bit more, and then all of a sudden the light begins to shine in through the window, and very gradually they'll start to feel different. And it's the slow steps at the beginning that enable them to take bigger steps after that, but also to give themselves, say, 2 years to go from where they are to a really good place, so they don't feel rushed and hurried. They don't feel like they can go from what they are to being fantastic and amazingly different in the space of a short time, because you've got to put the foundations back in their life for them to build themselves
Yeah,
upon
build
that.
themselves up. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You've got to
Yeah.
definitely have a foundation there, ain't you, T?
Mm.
And the trouble is, so it's hard. It's hard, really, sometimes because people, if people want to kind of like sort themselves out, they've got to kind of like do it themselves. We can only kind of like teach them and say this is the way, but
Yeah.
it's the person who's got to kind of like be themselves, isn't they? Really?
Yeah, they have. You often find, I often find that people that contact me have usually gone through all the systems. So like the GP, I mean, I'm talking about in the UK, where the GP will send you for 6 weeks counselling, or 6 weeks of this,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
6 weeks of something else. And I usually get people, well, often get people that have said, look, Jan, I'm at the end of my tether. I don't know what a psychic can do to help me. But so it's the psychic bit that draws them to me, but I'm not really using the psychic bit to help them. It's just they're drawn to me.
mm,
But now I've been putting on a course that I call Realign to Your True Self. That's 7 sessions in a month. So it gives people a group to help them.
yeah.
They can see themselves in other people within the group. And I do a teaching 7 times in a month with that as well. But, it's don't rush it. Don't rush it.
So, Jan,
And sorry.
if someone comes to you and say, if someone comes to you and say, right, okay, I want to join your group and everything, is it a charge? Because you've got to make a living. So, is there going to be a charge?
So for the Realign to Your True Self, I told myself that for a whole year, because I'm writing a book alongside it, I want to get the book right. So anybody that could joins on that for the whole year, there's no charge. And then I don't know what I'll do next year. So I do that for free, and people could do a donation if they want to. It's entirely up to them. But and I just want to say this because I missed this. To be accepting is massive. So I give people mantras to say, to be accepting of whatever they've got. So to be happy and grateful for whatever they've got. So even if they're in the dark depths of depression, to thank the universe because they're supposed to be going through that, but just not to hang on to it for too long. And if they be in acceptance, it somehow puts a wall there and helps it to stop, but enables them to go forward. It's hard to explain in just a few minutes on here, but to be accepting that they have needed to go through that for their life purpose often helps people.
Yeah. And I think the trouble is, as we go through life, I explained it to somebody the other day. I can't remember who it was, but it's like a road. We're going down to a road, a long journey, and we're going to have our problems, and sometimes we need to get into the lay-by and say, right, okay, let's sort this problem out and let's kind of like deal with it, and come out and move on again on our journey and everything. Until the AA comes down and but.
Yeah, it's like going off on a cul-de-sac, isn't it? You go off on a cul-de-sac and then you come back onto the main road again. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So they could join your kind of like, because it's just on Facebook, your program.
This one, I'm starting it again on November the 1st. So if anybody wants to join, you must get in touch with me before then, because I only take people at the beginning, not in the middle. And it's an introduction.
Well, women and men.
Anybody, yeah, anybody. So it's on Zoom, but we've got a Facebook group to back it up. So if you can't make the live session after the first one, then the recordings are put in the group so people can access them for the duration of the month.
Well, I'm going to join.
That's good. I'm really be pleased to have you there, Steve. Thank you.
I'm definitely going to come and join.
Okay.
I'm serious.
Right. But it's not psychic and medium. We're not doing that. We're not talking about that.
No.
But I'm helping people.
I want help. I'm serious, honestly. I'm asking you for some help.
Okay, then come and join us.
I wouldn't join that group if I wouldn't join the group if I didn't need help.
You wouldn't waste your time, would you?
Of course not. I'm busy. I've got other things to do. But if you're going to offer something for free of charge, and I'm coming along.
Yeah, but you need to want to get something out of it as well. You don't want to come just because it's free.
No, I want to get something out of it. I do want to get something out of it.
If you get a free ice lolly, it'll be the one that sticks to your tongue and burns it.
Thanks, but I'm just telling you, right, that at the end of the day, right, I don't mind supporting anybody, and if it's going to help me, which it probably will do,
it will.
Then I think, why not? Why not?
Okay.
Why not? I'm not trying to be rude or anything. I'm not saying it's going to be, I need some help, and I think if I join, then great.
And what you get out of it, you might be able to pass on to other people as well.
Well, yeah, of course. And I will encourage other people to. I will try to encourage other people to come with me.
I'll send you the link then for the first Zoom, and then you can pass it around.
I will. I'll definitely do that for you. I will definitely do that. But you can't keep smiling all the time or making me laugh, because I'm trying to keep myself to. I'm trying to keep myself not to laugh, because you're smiling and you're making me laugh, and I can't help it.
I always smile.
Yeah, but it's kind of like yeah, put it off. Yeah.
Is it off-putting?
Yeah. Because I know what you're smiling for. It's because you're thinking, what's it going to come out next or something like that, ain't you? Really.
That was in my mind to start with. Yeah, when you asked me to come back on, I thought, oh, wait, where's he going to go with this? What's he going to ask me? But I'm quite comfortable listening to what you've got to say and answering your questions, Steve.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm not going to kind of, but the last couple of questions what I want to ask you is this: that when people kind of like join this group of yours and they get Zoom link and everything, what can they get out of it? Because people probably want to join like me, who probably is looking for something, something in their life that's missing, or
Yeah.
they want to get a little bit of help, say, right? So what can they get out of it?
Okay, so what you'll get out of it is the knowledge to be able to help yourselves. So you'll get tools and knowledge to be able to help yourselves. You'll look at some parts of your life like you've never looked at them before because you haven't worked with me before. You'll look at how words can influence different areas of your life, how things join up. So how different things join up within your life to do with energy. I'm going to talk about energy and chakras and things like that. But it's how illness and feelings and emotions all join up, but how you can let go of them and how you can recognize them quickly as you move forward to let go of them more quickly than you have done before.
Do you do things with crystals and stuff?
No.
All right, okay.
It's not, I know when you say chakras, people are like, oh well, what's you going to talk about there? But when you see it, you'll get an understanding of it and see why I do it.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Not a problem. So, guys, look, why I'm asking these questions, right, is because it's not to take the mic or have any fun like that. It's because if you join this group, it's what you're going to expect. Don't if you want to join the group, you don't kind of like just go on there for the sake of it. You've got to go on there and you kind of like, so you can take something from it, right? That will help you to kind of like be, well, something that's missing in your life probably, or you need something, and I'm going through a little bit of bad time at the moment, and but I don't share it with everybody. And the trouble is, some of us now and again we need to stop at a garage and say, oh well, we need to be fixed. You know what I mean? So
there's people that have been with me. This is the 6th time that I've run it. People have been with me for all 6 times, and all the time they're getting better. So some people have not gone out the house for 10 or 15 years and they go out the house now. I've got a lady who's into collecting things too much and she's starting to streamline things obsessively. I've got people who have never been able to let go of certain things from the past or didn't know what they needed to let go of. And by what we do, they identify what they need to let go of, and they have done that. So, there will be people in there that I know that are coming back that will be able to say, well, actually, we've done this, this, and this, or they'll show you how it's helped them to give you confidence, really.
Yeah, very good. Thank you, John. And if anybody wants to help, need help and everything, have you got a website?
Yeah, that one is on janmayfield.com. Realign
Right, okay.
to your true self, it's called.
Brilliant, brilliant. And sometimes we do need to be our true selves. We can't go around wearing masks all the time, can we? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
We got to be our true selves because sometimes we are afraid to be our true selves.
Yeah.
Yep. John, thank you very much. I'll let you go and you can watch EastEnders as a ring.
Oh, I don't watch soaps, but anyway, I can watch something.
Right,
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Don't forget
Thank
that
you.
link. Bye-bye.
Yeah, take care. Bye.